Well, these questions were from a Paper1, and they're talking about variables that are strings. So we've got two variables here. We've got title, which is the string computer space science, and we've got another variable which is level, which is taking the value of GCSE. So they're going to get you to manipulate these and think about them a little. So the way that this was done in the paper was some answers to multiple choice questions. So they gave you some choices. First thing to say about strings is they're indexed. So GCSE above level is 0, 1, 2, 3. So they're indexed like this, and you can call one letter by saying something like this. Level 0, level's the variable, so that would mean that that letter would be G, and we'd take G out of it by using just one place. So first thing to say is that the strings are indexed. So the question they asked about indexing was actually then to do with the idea of Unicode. So Unicode or ASCII are allocated numbers. So what they said was the Unicode for C is 99. And then the question they asked was, what's the Unicode for level 3? And level 3 is E. So if we said that our letter equals level 3, brackets 3 like this, it would be E. So if C is 99, D is 100, and E is 101. So it's well worth writing those down in the exam. And that works the same for Unicode as it does for ASCII. So if they ask you for ASCII, and they tell you what the ASCII number is, they go in order, just the same. So another question on here was about a substring. So as I've said here, a substring is a string that's fully included in another string. So in this case, ASCii is a substring of the variable title. Variable title is computer space science. So ASCii is a substring. ASCii, on the other hand, is not, because there is a space, and that's what they were trying to get you to think about in this question, is where are the spaces. So there was a space here, and space counts as a character. So it's ASCII 32 actually as a character space. So RSCI, that is not a substring. So all they wanted you to do was choose from a list of different ones which one was a substring. So you just need to look at whether it's in. So GCS is a substring of this one. COMP is a substring of this. But PUTERS is not, because of the space. So you've got to think about how they work. So that's substrings. So then the other thing they wanted you to do was think about the length of a string. So strings have a length, and that's the number of characters that are in them. So in this case, there are 4 in GCSE. So level has the length of 4. So if you did it in Python, you would say something like length equals len level, and that would give you the answer 4. So strings have a length, and that's what they were trying to get you to do there. Think about how long one of those strings was. So you just had to choose a number. So concatenating is the other thing, or sticking strings together. So if we stuck together title and level, if we just said new string equals title plus level in Python, which we could do, then the resulting string would be computer space science GCSE, no spaces, because we didn't put any spaces in between them. So it just stuck it together like that. So you can stick strings together by using the plus in Python for concatenating, and that will stick them together with no spaces. If you wanted to add a space, you could add a space at the beginning of a string, or you could add a space with a plus. So you could say title plus empty space plus level, and that will put a space in. So what they were trying to get you to do on the concatenating question was to think about which ones were actually correctly concatenated. So if you stick two strings together, what does it come out like? So if you stuck both of these together, it would come out as computer space science GCSE, that bit being all one word. So that's what they were looking for you to do. So again, they were looking for you to think about this idea of a space being a character in a string. So there were 4 multiple choice questions there about these different types of ideas, and that was a Paper1 question.